Right, welcome to this Battlefield Terrain tutorial. So I've got a fresh setup here. As per usual with this series, I'm going to guide you through the process so that you can replicate this for your own games of Warhammer 40,000. Processes involved are quite straightforward. You're welcome to copy the board entirely, or you can take elements from it. There will be some attached tutorials that are live on the channel, breaking this down into different sections that you can follow. But stay tuned here, we'll run through this board setup. So, very industrial theme running here, some ruined buildings. It's like a proper war zone. We're fighting across. I love the rusty colours running through this. Would suit armies like Adeptus Mechanicus really well. The different Chaos Legions would look good on here also. You can imagine Blood Angels fighting across this. So not just your standard grey urban city fight here, but some nice rusty industrial colours going on with this one. So as per usual, we start with the foundation, and we're using a battle mat here from gamemat.eu. It's called Imperial Refinery. This one I have is 60 inches across by 44 inches deep, and that's the standard size for 10th edition 40k. So it's the mouse mat material. We're actually using upside down mats here just to give us a nice board edge. We can put our data cards and so on across here, but it's the mouse mat material, design printed on top. It's nice and quiet for dice rolling. There's no clattering sound like other gaming surfaces. It rolls out nice and flat. Comes with a zip carry bag with handles as well, so you can transport it around, you can store it. And if you look after battle mats, they will last you for years and years. We're still using mats on the channel that are about 10 years old, some of them, and so they can last really well if they're looked after. And then for even better value, I don't think you can get this one double-sided, but there's plenty of other designs that you can get double-sided, so you actually get two designs on the same battle mat, and that's really good value, and then great for storage as well, because it's just really the storage of one battle mat for space, but you're getting those two designs. So check out the website for the different combinations. But if Imperial Refinery here, so you've got this industrial stuff going on, some darker areas for like city fight. Love the paving across here. It looks really good once the terrain is placed on top of that, and you can work with the terrain to make these roads, walkways and so on. So as I said, nice AdMech kind of theme running with this. It gives us our colour schemes. There are some grey tones running through here, but also some rusty red kind of colours going on with this. So that's our kind of theme here for the board. So a chunk of the terrain, it's made up of a number of elements. First up is the Chem-zone Terrain Set from gamemat.eu. So it's these vats across here. I've actually stacked the taller one and the smaller one on top of each other, just to make a really tall one. Now they come in two different colour schemes. I've modified these with this kind of light grey rusty colour scheme. There is, I believe, a tutorial for this on the channel. So that will guide you through how to upgrade and change the terrain set around as far as the colour scheme is concerned for the Chem-zone Terrain Set. You get those vats with it. You also get a load of containers, these ones across here, which I've started to stack up. They're great for creating terrain. They're great for putting stacks up here, so I can then put these walkways across to add another level here to this board. These containers and barrels are all part of that set as well. So you can check out that set. It's on gamemat.eu website. I'll link below for the mat and for the terrain set. You'll also see a discount code for 11% off across the store. So that's going to work for the mats and the terrain, and they are shipping worldwide. So that fills part of the board. With that set, you also get pipes. I'm not using them here on this terrain. I'm using the ones from Games Workshop, ones across there. They do connect up just nicely, as you can see here. So we just connect up like so. So you can use Games Workshop pipes, no problem with the gamemat.eu terrain. Then we've got some ruins. This is the old classic plastic ruins here for Warhammer 40,000 from Games Workshop. I guess you can still get hold of them. They're probably discontinued now, but you can pick them up secondhand or still find them. It's just the city fight set from Games Workshop, so a classic 40k terrain set from them. So that makes up these ruins. Then I'm combining the gamemat.eu containers. They are the same dimensions as regular Games Workshop Unitorum containers. So I just combine those together, stacking them all up, and I've created like this second level across here. It just adds a real dynamic, really good dynamic to your tables if you can create some kind of upstairs level for units to fight across. So there is a full tutorial on how to paint Minotaur containers. And it really is worth making the effort with your terrain. And once you have it painted up and ready to go, you can use it across multiple battlefields. And again, it can last you for years and years. So Minotaur containers, they're a great way to build up your boards along with your terrain. You can do things like this, stack them up and create walkways. You can block off line of sight with them and so on. So they come highly recommended. And once you have those painted up, you can transfer them to different terrain setups that you have. So really that fills out the board, and then finishing touches. So as we've seen already, containers, barrels, those are from GameMat.eu. They're part of the Chem-zone set. There's also Games Workshop, barrels across here. They're barricades across here and across here, just to create that industrial finish and that Warzone kind of finish with the barricades. Just really adds some nice features to your board. And then finally the stones and scatter here. So these are stones I got from the beach. I put them into a tray, and then I've used the same sprays I've used to create the terrain. So I've been using brown, black, red on those rocks, just spraying them up, and then that's given me the same kind of colours as you can see here, just to match in with the mat quite nicely. It just breaks up the terrain, gives it more of a 3D kind of effect. Just nice finishing touch. There's other accessories which I'll point out, which is these walkways. Massive fan of these. I'm pretty much using them every board setup. See, 2 pieces of terrain. You'd have to climb up here, climb down, walk across here, climb up. With a walkway, you can now span that gap. You can climb up, then run across onto the next piece, then create all these linking pieces across here. So they add such a good dynamic to the boards. And again, once you have created these, you can use them on any of your terrain setups. No problem. So using them here, and I really like the way this has turned out. So for walkways, the chain link fences that you can see here, and then also these propaganda posters, they are made using the same materials and the same process, and I have created a full tutorial to guide you through. So I'll show you the materials that you need, how to put them together, and again, follow that along, and then you can get the same kind of results. And then once you have those walkways, you can use them for your games. So that's the walkways and accessories. That's pretty much it here for this board. You're welcome to copy any and all of these elements. And there's no reason why, if you follow along step by step, you can't achieve the same results. And you can end up with your own board looking something like this. As per usual, we'll fade out with the usual atmospheric music to capture the flavour of this board. Check out the links below. And remember that discount code for GameMat.eu. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.